What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you a pretty exciting video. We have got speculation of a new incoming duo of legends, not this lore, not this Mihawk, who are going to be the new super type int units, but I have some speculation that we are going to be getting a Halloween Moria and Halloween Kuma legend at long last. Now, this is only speculation, but I feel like no one is really talking about this, and not many people have actually picked up on this, but hopefully we are going to hit the nail on the head here, and I'll show you guys in a moment why when we go into what all of these units do and how their super types work. But first of all, this SUGOFEST is going to be a 2x legend rate. You can absolutely bet yourselves I will be pulling tomorrow, guys. This SUGOFEST comes out on the 25th of September, tomorrow. So yes, I will be streaming these pulls live at www.twitch.tv/AsianGuyStream, and I will be doing at least 6 multi-pulls, because if you guys have been following my adventures, thank you very much to Planson, by the way, for updating this thread and posting and doing the translations here. God bless you, Planson. But this multi, the 6 multi limited pool legends, Halloween lore, I don't have him. Halloween Mihawk, I don't have him. Germa 66, I don't have them. Hawkins, I don't have him. I have super type Katakuri, but I don't have Luffy Taro and Zoro Juro, who I've been chasing for almost 10 months now. 5 out of 6. It's never been that good for me, guys. 5 out of 6 chance to pull a legend that I don't have. It's too good to pass up on. Now, what do these units actually do? We also have more units to cover as well. We have also got Crocodile, Robin, a new Boa Hancock, and also a new Buggy as well to talk about here. So very exciting stuff. This SUGOFEST is coming tomorrow, which is a bit bizarre because Halloween is at the end of October. This SUGOFEST lasts all the way to the 11th of October, which is kind of strange. And this just feeds more into my theory that next month, around the same time, at the end of next month, I think we are going to be getting a Legend Moria and a Legend Kuma. So that's very exciting stuff. But let's head on over to Evan's Twitter here. So Evan has, thank you very much, Evan, as well, for posting all of these images. Has all of the new characters, mini icons here. We've got Mihawk, but I gotta say I'm not a big fan of the artwork. Law, I love his artwork. Boa, her face looks kind of strange. Buggy's face kind of looks a little bit strange as well. In fact, all of the artwork, I feel like they changed the artist. We have Crocodile and also Robin. All of them do look they look a little bit strange. I won't lie, guys. Their faces all look not accurate, except for maybe Mihawk. But yes, these are the new units we're going to be looking at today. And we have a video on the One Piece Treasure Cruise official Twitter to actually take a look at what Lore does. But first, before you watch the video, let me run you through what he actually does. This artwork is amazing. He has amazing limit breaks as well. Barrier penetration, which is going to be very big for the Mihawk especially, but barrier penetration is probably the best limit break right now. Orb seal is really good as well, and no heal reduction too. So for 1 turn, he will boost the orbs of int units by 2.25 times. I can actually just look here to read it. So for 1 turn, 2.25 times orb boost, and then the following turn, 2.5 times orb boost as well for int units. And this is a timer buff, so not one of those you have to tap X, Y, or Z times. It's a timer buff, so whatever happens when that clock disappears, you're going to get a 2.5 times orb boost for int units. And he will also give resilience of 1 hit as well, so you can survive or tank 1 fatal hit on your team, and this will pair up so nicely with his captain ability. And his captain ability will boost all int units by 4.25 times, their HP by 1.4 times, so a very tanky captain. And on top of that, he will return 100 times the damage he takes to the enemy or all enemies on the field at the end of the attack turn, which is pretty insane. And of course, I forgot to mention, for every perfect you hit, you get closer to 5 times attack boost as well. So it starts at 4.25 times. Each time you hit a perfect, your multiplier will get closer and closer to 5 times attack boost, which is something I don't personally like, but you know, a flat 4.25 times is not bad by any means at all. It is very similar to Super Tight Smoker, and yes, but this guy is a lot more tankier. And on top of that, he will reduce 10 turns of despair, so HP is not going to be reduced by despair anytime soon. He has a Sailor ability, which is when your HP is below 10%, boosts the attack of int units by plus 150, and his other Sailor ability is that he himself will treat Psi, Me, and Tandem Orbs as beneficial, which is okay. He will support all int units, which is very, very good, and if an int unit uses a damage dealing special of any kind, the supported unit, he will boost the orbs of all int units by 1.75 times. So top tier support unit, and just a very good legend overall. Again, with the barrier penetration, that is going to be massive later on. Now, the super type conditions, he needs to have on his team either Luffy, Mihawk, Crocodile, Doflamingo, Kuma, Moria, Boa Hancock, Jinbei, Marshall D. Teach, so Blackbeard, Buggy, Edward Weevil, so all the Shichibukai or 7 Warlords of the Sea. But what units are we missing from this? So we did just get a new Jinbei treasure map mode. We're getting the Boa Hancock rare recruit. We're getting the Buggy rare recruit. We are going to be getting a free-to-play Crocodile and a free-to-play Robin. So from this list, we're missing Dofi, we're missing Kuma, we're missing Moria, and we are also missing Edward Weevil. Now that totals up to a perfect 4 units, 2 legends, 2 rare recruits. So Doflamingo and Weevil rare recruits, and Legend Moria, and Legend Kuma as the legends. Actually, yeah. Well, I guess we're missing Blackbeard, but Blackbeard is we have a super type in Blackbeard already. So my prediction is we are going to be getting, that's what I'm guessing, next month, Dofi, maybe another Blackbeard, it could be a free-to-play Blackbeard, a new Weevil, and also Kuma and Moria Legends. If I had to guess, that's what I am guessing. So it's pretty exciting stuff. Overall, a great legend. Let's see how the damage reflection actually works here. Very nice artwork, by the way, one of my favorites. You can see Lord's wonderful eye bags there coming through as he throws a pumpkin to you, swaps with the pumpkin, and then does an awesome slash. Oh, he's so cool. He's so cool. And there you can see, guys, he's got the orb boost, 2.25 times orb boost. He's got the resilience, and he has the following turn, 2.5 times orb boost. Let's take a look at the preemptive damage he will do here. So he will reflect 100 times the damage he takes to the enemy at the end of the turn. And the preemptive does count as a turn, so keep that in mind. So here, I believe he's going to take 13,000-ish damage, and he's going to reflect 100 times that in int damage. And 13,000, yeah, he took 13,000 there, times 100, 1.3 million. 1.3 million. Bruh. Wait, but that's just one law. With both of the laws, that's 2.6. Now, this law is not using a proper ship. Imagine he was using a proper ship with this team. This team is not candied up or limit broken plus, I'm assuming. That's like 60,000 HP. Imagine you take a 50,000 damage hit. You're gonna be reflecting 5 million. 5 million int damage with double law, 10 million int damage. Whose Psi enemies are gonna be reflecting 20,000 int damage. 20,000, 20 million int damage. That's kind of insane, guys. That's kind of insane. The one downside with this team, though, that I have a big problem with is it seems like it's going to be very, very, very difficult to stall. If a turtle hits you for like 2,000 damage, you're going to reflect 200,000 damage to the enemy, which is probably going to kill everyone on the field if they're mobs. So that is something worth noting as well, which I think might be a bit of a small problem. But let's move on to Mihawk. Overall, very, very good. His PvP abilities are actually amazing as well. So at level 10, his PvP special has a 100% chance to special silence all enemies for 8 seconds, and a medium range around him or in front of him, he will deal 1.5 times his attack, which is overall pretty dang good. His stats, though, are very, very mediocre there. I believe that's max limit break, only 2.2k attack, 154 defense, and 155 speed. Very, very average. HP at 5,388 as well is looking kind of average as well. But that sprite, oh my god, that sprite, guys, it looks so, so good. 100% chance to special silence enemies for 8 seconds. seems amazing, guys, but there's a lot of enemies, or there's a lot of units that resist specifically special silence. It's also not very useful if the enemy uses their specials before you as well, because imagine everyone on the enemy team has used their specials already. They have way over an 8-turn cooldown, so that 8-turn special silence is just going to go on them and expire and do absolutely nothing. So it's a bit of an RNG special very much there, but for the int team, guys, for the mono int team, which is really, really strong on JP and on global, when it arrives on global, he will give level 8 int speed up, which is insane. Level 8! And he will also reduce the defense of all enemies by level 1, which is really, really, really good. However, let's move on to Mihawk, who is pretty damn awesome as well. So, Mihawk, 13-turn cooldown, also has barrier pen. He does have the crit limit break, which is a small L, and then he also has the orb seal reduction. So what exactly is this Mihawk going to do? Mihawk is going to reduce the HP of one enemy by 15%. He will remove 10 turns of the damage reduction buff on the enemy, and for 1 turn give 2.25 times attack boost to int units, and then after hitting 3 perfects, he will give a 2.5 times attack boost the following turn for int units as well. So you can combine this lore and this Mihawk together for a 2.5 times attack boost and orb boost for int units, which is pretty damn insane. Now the Mihawk's captain ability is a bit of a it's a bit of a but at the start of the adventure he will reduce the cooldown of all units by 1, which is nice, and then he will give a flat 4 times attack boost to all int units and give them 1.3 times HP boost as well. He will give them a 5 times attack boost as long as you keep hitting perfects, and the moment you stop hitting a perfect, you hit a good, a great, a miss. If you hit any of those, you will only have a 4 times attack boost, which is very similar to how the old 6-star V1 Dofi used to work. So if you start off with a good, you start off with a great, or you start off with a miss, you will only have a 4 times attack boost even if you hit perfects after that. Now, he will also reduce paralysis by 10 turns, which is amazing. And some people are worried, well, what are you going to do with barriers? But little did they know, he has barrier penetration. Lore has barrier penetration. We're getting more slashers with barrier penetration. So, he will be able to go through those barriers without a problem. His sailor abilities, plus 75 status to all attack, HP, and recovery for int units, and he will also deal ×5 his attack in bonus damage for all your allies as well. If you can hear that drilling, apologies, we have construction going on here still, it sucks, but he will also be supporting Zoro as well. His support is really, really good. If Zoro uses a damage dealing special, he will remove 3 turns of damage reduction from the enemy with that support ability. Really, really, really good support. And then his super type ability, actually I forgot to give you Lore's super type ability, but Lore's super type ability I believe is only a 50% HP heal. Well, I say only, but it's a very, very good super type ability. But yes, he will heal you by 50%. Now, the super type ability for the Mihawk here will change all orbs, not including block unfortunately, into matching orbs. And then he will give himself ×1000 his attack, in tap timing damage. So that's probably going to be around 2.4 million tap timing damage when you attack with the Mihawk. Now I think this is only going to apply to the Mihawk himself and not to every unit on your team, because that would be the most broken tap timing special ever. Imagine having 2.4 million damage on every single one of your units from a super type ability, RIP V2 Katakuri, if that was the case. But yes, it's a decent super type ability. Obviously normal attack only nerfs both of these legends a lot. So if you have the new V4 Lore or you have this new V3 Mihawk, both of them suffer amazingly badly from normal attack only debuff. But I'm guessing this is a suggestion that we are going to stray away from normal attack only, at least for the time being, so that we can see these units shine a little bit more. Alrighty guys, I've just edited my video and I realized I completely forgot to talk about one of the best PvP units to come to the game, which is going to be this Mihawk. So this Mihawk, his PvP abilities. At level 10 special, he will give himself a level 5 attack up for 10 seconds, which is very, very slow. But the intention here is to basically buff his own attack before he unleashes a devastating special, which is going to deal 3 times his attack in a large range in front of him. This is that's a lot of damage. That is really, really a lot of damage. It is a 45-second cooldown. However, this Mihawk has 213 speed, one of the fastest units in the game. Very, very good. But the main thing with this Mihawk is that at level 5 passive, every time he activates a crit, up to 4 times, he will reduce all enemies' defense by level 2 permanently. So if this Mihawk crits 4 times with his normal attack, which he probably will do in a full crit team, with 213 speed, he's going to be attacking a lot as well. He's going to reduce the defense of all enemies by a permanent level 8. That is very, very broken. This makes Luffy Zoro that much better because Luffy Zoro gives crit chance to slashers. And I'm not sure how many slashers there are out there that actually give crit, but I'm pretty sure there's a decent amount. So, very, very good unit for Slasher, and I believe he's Cerebral as well. And some Cerebral units do get crit. Sabo and Koala gives crit to Cerebral units as well. So very, very exciting stuff here. Very good PvP unit. And I would like to pull him because I really like PvP. More. So let's take a look at the Super Type lore again. Let me just double check his Super Type ability. I think they made a mistake here. No, they've actually put it there. So yes, you will heal 50% of your HP, which now I think about is actually really, really good. Because with double Super Type lore, you take the damage, you're left on 1 HP, you've reflected an insane amount of damage to your enemy, and then with the 2 super types, you heal back up to full HP, and then you use your special again with the other lore to get resilience, and then you can reflect damage twice. You can reflect lethal damage twice. That's actually busted. Wait, hold on. I didn't even think about this before, but this lore is actually really, really good. Again, the downside is stalling for him is probably going to be a big problem, but wow, that is actually a really, really good special. So for the mini-boss stage, very, very good. You take the lethal damage, you move on into the next room, you heal back up to full, and then you can reflect damage again, lethal damage again, which is really, really, really nice. Let's take a look at this Mihawk special animation. Okay. I won't lie, guys, I'm not a fan of this Mihawk's artwork. I do think he kind of looks like a clown. But this special does look amazing. That's the special when he charges that Zoro as well. So he removes the enemy damage reduction there. He gives himself 2.25 times attack boost for all int units and then 2.5 times the following turn. So very, very, very nice. And they're suggesting to use this Mihawk as a sub for the lore team. Understandable. Is there anything else worth noting here? Okay, so basically a lot of damage. You love to see it. Again, if you can hear the drilling, guys, apologies. It is unfortunately what it is. So very briefly, I will tell you what these other units do. The drilling is very, very off-putting. But for 5 turns, sorry, not 5 turns, for your crew, reduce 5 turns of bind, reduce 5 turns of enemy threshold up, and reduce 5 turns of enemy resilience. And for 3 turns, make your strength, dex, and quick orbs beneficial. That is going to be the Boa Hancock. Imp Boa Hancock there has pretty decent attack stat there, to be honest. And also has surprise, surprise barrier penetration. And is also a cerebral unit. So we have cerebral slasher, and cerebral shooters. Okay. Let's take a look at Buggy. Are you a cerebral unit? You're not. He's a driven shoot unit who also has barrier penetration. So all of these units will have barrier penetrations. The whole batch for this Halloween team will have barrier penetration. So the Mihawk will work wonderfully well. He will change Buggy. Buggy will change. 12 turn cooldown, all block orbs, all meat orbs, all tandem, and all bomb orbs into matching orbs. He will lock your slots for 2 turns, and he will reduce 5 turns of special silence and 5 turns of enemy defense up. So basically, with all 3 of these units, you have the damage reduction from Mihawk, you have the threshold damage reduction from Boa Hancock, and you have the defense up reduction from Buggy. I personally don't like that separated on 3 units. There are some units in the game that remove all 3, which I think is personally better, but I guess, you know, it's very rare a stage will have more than one of those defense up or damage reducing abilities. We have Crocodile here. Crocodile looking very, very fancy. Does not have barrier penetration, unfortunately, but this Crocodile, I'm guessing, is going to be one of the special free-to-play units, and he will reduce attack down, burn by 5 turns, which is amazing, amazing for a free-to-play unit. And for 1 turn, give 2 times color affinity to int units. Really, 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 really good free-to-play unit. You love to see it. And then last but not least, we have also got the Robin. So yes, we have Horror Night Party, Crocodile, and Robin. So this is going to be exactly like how the Rebecca and Burgess Island works to fight Diamante. And then on top of that, who was the last pair? The last pair was Someone and Kuma. I can't remember the other unit, but it was Someone and Kuma. We're going to get their skill books as well, which is nice. And then last but not least, we have Robin. Robin is going to be a paralysis reducer of 4 turns. You will reduce enemy defense up by 4 turns, which is a small L. You want to have 5 turns of defense up reduction, and then changes adjacent orbs into meat orbs. So yes, that's a lot to unpack here. But once again, super type conditions for both units does have Dofi, Weevil, and also Moria and Kuma in. So my prediction, guys, is going to be Moria, Kuma, Dofi, and Weevil are going to be the next batch of Legends and Rare Recruits. You can slap me if I'm wrong, but I really do think that's going to be the case. So very, very exciting stuff overall. So yes, lore I'm going to be pulling for tomorrow, guys. Remember to tune in at www.twitch.tv/AsianGuyStream. And thank you very much for watching the video. Apologies in the middle half of the video, or the latter half of the video, I kind of slipped off. I actually didn't expect them to be drilling this close and this loudly. You probably can't hear it too much on my microphone right now, but it's really, really loud for me. My microphone is just very good at reducing the sound. But yeah, that's very, very off-putting, and you hate to see it, but it is what it is, guys. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, and bye-bye.